Here's a quick video on repairing a video card. I have a capacitor here and it's bulging out, typical electrolytic capacitor failing on a video card. And so I decided, what the heck, I'm going to go fix it. It's a 470 microfarad. They put a 6.3 volt in there. This is probably running 5 volts. So that's probably the reason why it blew. It's so close to the running voltage. So I'll probably get a 470 microfarad, like a 35 volt capacitor. And the way I did this is, instead of trying to desolder it off the board, because the boards are getting harder and harder to work on, I just pried it off. And I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see it. Hopefully it shows up. But there's two metal legs sticking up right there, and that gives me something to work off of. And all you do is you just take like a pair of pliers, grab the top of the, like here, this capacitor here. I just grab a pair of pliers and then rock it and use the solder points of the legs to help you get leverage, so the bottom of the capacitor will actually press against the board and pry itself out, and then you just have the capacitor popped off. Then next I'll do is I'll tint those with the soldering iron. And I don't mind capacitors sticking up. I appreciate the way that they used to build TV sets, because they were meant to be repaired. And so there's nothing wrong with having your components sit up off your motherboard. In fact, that's actually better for it than putting them down so close to the board. Helps you dissipate heat, and plus it's easier to work on if you need to repair it. These modern circuit boards aren't meant to be repaired. They're just meant to be thrown away when a 35-cent piece breaks on it. So I'm going to go to Radio Shack. I call them Radio Shark. It's probably going to cost $1.50 for a capacitor. It should only cost 25 cents. But I guess you pay to get it now. So anyway, so that's what I'm going to do, is pick up a capacitor at Radio Shack and then just solder it in and see if it still works. The computer that this came off of actually has other issues. I was just looking at it, it looks like it has some bad capacitors on the motherboard, so depending on how hard those are, maybe I'll film that getting fixed too. Anyways, just thought I'd show you how I'm going to repair that. Hope you find this interesting.